Hi, it's Cara Brown, and this is Watercolor Conversations. It's a place where I share my love of watercolor and my seeking, my teaching, my discoveries, the connections I see, and just in general what it's like to be alive at this time here on planet Earth. I hope that this meets a part of you that's longing to be met. Thanks for being here. Hello, it's Cara. It is, as I'm recording this, the 28th of August, 2024, and I am sitting by myself on a beach on the shore of Lake Tahoe in California, and it is just before sunrise. I've been sitting here for a little bit. The sky was all orange, and there it is. There's the sun peeking up over the Nevada mountains on the other side of the lake. I came to be here to witness this. It's been a while. I am an appreciator of sunrises. I love sunsets too, but there's something extra special to me about sunrises. The day is quieter and the world is less up and going. There's more solitude. I have to take a photo. The sun streaming across the water. I wish the camera could actually capture what we see. But there you have it. So, 92 days of watercolor are coming to a close. I have missed 2 days. The first day was the opening ceremonies of the Paris Olympics. I love Paris, and I got all enchanted by seeing the sights of Paris that I forgot to go to bed. I forgot to paint before I went to bed. And the second was the day we came up here a week ago, Monday. And I didn't have my art things out to remind me. It was a pretty intense and full day. I'm not sure if the recording is going to include this, but there's a water skier out there at sunrise. What an experience for them. There's the spray as they make their turns right there in the sunlight, catching the yellow color of, or their spray catching the yellow color of the sun. I'm just going to leave that in the recording if it's there because it's a moment. That skier and the person driving the boat and I are the only people I can witness right now. So my watercolor things weren't yet out and I was exhausted and I just went to bed. But truth be told, many days of these so far, 88 days, have been me very sleepy, 10 o'clock at night. I need to go to bed, but I haven't painted yet today. So I'll go dabble on my little sketchbook and paint. So the expectation that I had before we walked into the house that we now live in, that we now call home, just a few days later, was not to be. I did not have all those little paintings done, and I'm very little into my spiderweb painting. But I thought about it so far every day except for 2. And that to me is a victory. Life is so unpredictable, isn't it? We think we know what things are we have an idea anyway of what things are how they're gonna unfold, and it's so often not that way. And I think that the life of an artist is to go with it, is to go with that what is. Be in that present moment, as cliche as it is. This moment that I'm here by myself, looking at the ripples of the water coming against the pebbles at the shore here. I'm at Chambers Beach, for anyone who knows the west shore of Lake Tahoe. Looking at the bright stripe of the sunlight on the lake and the little bits of yellow and blue and deeper blue of the ripples of the water. Taking in what is in this moment, color and shape and pattern. And for some of us, this gets captured as well as it can be with our cameras, and some others would sit and paint this. Just take it in and make art of it. Seems like that's what life is. The life of an artist is to take in life and to make art of it. At the end of 2016, the year that I promised to paint every single day, I reflected that I painted every single day except maybe 15. I really lost the intestinal fortitude towards the end of that year. I wrote that 3 days in a row towards the end of the year, I didn't paint at all. I had just kind of lost to what it takes to make myself sit down and do it. Because it does, when you make a commitment like this, life really, really does want to get in the way. As much as it wants to inspire us, it also wants to get in the way. But that year, 2016, I painted something like 350 days. And that is an enormous achievement. And that this summer, I will paint something like 90 days or close to it, is an enormous achievement given the way this summer has unfolded for me, which I shared in the last episode. But it is continued with my mother's health concerns, more trips to the emergency room. I've painted twice in the emergency room so far, once in the lobby, the waiting area, and once in my mother's room. And lots and lots of evenings, like, just want to go to bed. I have fallen asleep with my brush in my hand. Not exactly the kind of painting I want to be doing, but I'm keeping my commitment, which is faithfulness to me. And I also spoke about, in that episode, something that my friend Betsy Crawford wrote in a post on her beautiful, beautiful blog called The Soul of the Earth, that really the future does not exist. There is no actual future. The past exists in our minds, but the only thing that really exists is right now. Can you hear the waves? Is it coming through in the recording? Let's see. It's from that boat that skier being towed on that boat went across the lake way out there. And their ripples are now in our life, mine and yours, whenever you're listening to this. How we touch each other. This moment. There is still value in making plans and setting out to do something. Look what would have happened or not happened had I not had that inspiration on the 31st of May to say, let's paint every day this summer. Let's do a 92 days of watercolor together. That seed to find myself back with my brushes and my palette almost every single day would not have been planted. So looking into the future is super valuable, and being too attached to what it looks like, I don't think is, especially if it isn't as we had wanted. Expectations are so powerful, and expectancy even more so. I love that. I learned that from Henry Kimsey House when I did coactive leadership through the Coaches Training Institute in 2006. That he ventures to live and he advises for people who he speaks to live with as few expectations as possible and abundant expectancy. I'm getting quite lofty here, but I'm watching the sunrise on the side of a beautiful lake. We've learned that it's the largest alpine lake in North America. And the draw for fun and beauty for many, 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 many millions of people every year. So here we are, getting lofty, winding up 92 days of watercolor very soon. It is my intention to continue to paint every day until Saturday, which is the last day of August, and then to continue. We'll see what happens, whether a new commitment wants to be made. Life is settling down. We are in our new house, and the old house will close escrow on the 6th of September, so we will not be paying 2 property insurances and 2 electricity bills and water bills, etc. It will just be one, our new house in Novato, which is 10 minutes from my studio. If I miss the lights, it's shorter if I make the green lights. So I don't know where you were. I love emails. I love Facebook messages. I will post this on Facebook with some pictures of the things that I did paint this summer, including my little sketchy things, which are very much beginner kind of work. No pencil drawings, just my sitting down looking at a photograph that I took somewhere in my life and putting it in my little crappy paper sketchbook. That's something like 6 by 8 inches. So thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me if you have this summer. Thank you for keeping the 92 Days Facebook site going. If you did, I'll make an appearance there too. I'm so grateful for companionship on the journey. It's what makes it all worth it for me. Okay, until next time. Bye-bye.